What's up, guys? City Striker here, and this is not a hating video. This is just, I think, an honest take, and probably something a lot of people would agree with. And I'm a fan of Alexa Grasso, but yesterday on Tuesday, the rankings came out, and since Amanda Nunes has retired, she was obviously the number one pound for pound female fighter in the world. And, she had deserved that spot. She'd beaten pretty much every bantamweight champion. She had beaten Valentina Shevchenko. She had basically cleared out her division. So it made sense for her to be the number one pound for pound. But now, ever since she's gone, that spot is vacant. Just like the women's bantamweight title. But, in my opinion, Alexa Grasso hasn't done enough to earn that spot because she's really the biggest win of her career has been against Valentina Shevchenko, and that's really the only win that's really impressive. Obviously, she's had some good wins, but Valentina not on the level of Valentina, right? And I think we'll see in the rematch what happens, but in my opinion, the number one female pound for pound should be Zhang Weili, because not only has Zhang Weili defended her belt, she's been someone like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, someone like Jessica Andrade, and Carla Esparza. Those are all, great fighters and former champions in their weight class. And, she's had that 2 losses to Rose, but in my opinion, she beat Rose the second time. It was 1-1, it should be. But right now, Weili's going to come back and fight in August. We don't know when Grasso's fighting next, but she should not be so high. I think she should be number 3 or number 2. Even having her be above Valentina is a bit, wild to me, even though she did beat Valentina. But on paper, Valentina should be above her. And then Zhang Weili, since she hasn't lost, and she's a champion currently, she should be the number 1 pound for pound. And obviously, this is not Alexa Grasso's fault. It's just the people who make the rankings for the regular divisions and the pound for pounds. It doesn't really make sense. For example, in the men's division, you have Leon Edwards ranked number 4, and you got Israel Adesanya ranked number 5. But in my opinion, Adesanya should be 4 and Edwards should be 5. Yeah, Edwards beat Kamaru Usman twice, but that was his only 2 big wins in his career. Outside of that, he beat Nate Diaz, Cowboy, Rafael dos Anjos is actually a pretty good win, but RDA was kind of undersized at that weight class. But it is what it is compared to Adesanya, who's been, he's been Anderson Silva, Robert Whittaker twice. He's been Alex Pereira. He's had a lot of great wins in his career. And he's defended his belt a lot. And Leon Edwards, he's just defended the belt 1 time. And now we don't know when he's going to fight next. I think that should end the quality of how you win too. Because, for example, Zhang Weili, look at her last 2 fights against Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Carla Esparza. She's finished them both in the second round, 1 by submission, 1 by knockout. Well, Alexa Grasso, she's finished Valentina Shevchenko in the 4th round by submission, but before that, she had gone to a decision with Viviane Araújo, and before that, I think she finished Joanne Calderwood. But it's still in the last 2 fights, Weili has more impressive, finishes. But, if Alexa Grasso can beat Valentina Shevchenko again and potentially finish her again, and then she goes on to beat Erin Blanchfield, Tyler Santos, Manon Fiorot, maybe something like that, and then she goes down to the strawweight division and tries to fight for a second belt. Because I think should be way too small for the bantamweight division. You got fighters like Julian Pena, who's actually pretty big, Irene Aldana too, from their teammates, and you got Holly Holm, so they'll be much bigger than her. So I think she goes down to the strawweight division and gets a second belt there. I think then you could start talking about her being pound for pound. But in my opinion, like these people that do the rankings, they need to be more careful about it because you don't want to like make mistakes. Like this is serious. This is the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and I just don't feel like she is that right now. Like I think it should just be Zhang Weili, and if Alexa Grasso and Zhang Weili fought, I actually think Zhang Weili would win that fight too. But we'll see if Alexa Grasso how she makes her run. She has a good run. First of all, she's got to beat Shevchenko again. But then we'll see it. But as for now, she definitely is not the number one pound for pound.